All right, collectors, today on this episode, I'd like to talk about something that might be a little bit controversial or might leave some people's bottoms feeling sore. But anyways, I'd like to talk about customer service from some of these companies. I suspect I've put them all down there. And you know, how they treat or how I've dealt with them, or some of the experiences that I've had in my ratings for them. Now, I'd like for you guys, if you want, you know, maybe discuss about it in the comments below if you like. But all I can do is share my attitudes towards them from real experiences with them. The first company that we'll talk about is Toddy Boy, the Todd Father, and his Toddy Mac figures. And again, we're gonna score it on my score from a 1 to a 5. 1 being that they replied and nothing came from it, or you sent them an email and nothing came back. Right? It's just a 1. Nothing happened. You sent an email and nothing came back, or you reached out and nothing happened. A 2 would be, hey, I reached out, I got a response, and you know, there was nothing that could be done about it. It is what it is. Suck it up. It's just a toy. Oh, boy, that still rubs me raw when people say that. It's just a toy. Anyways, a 3 would be, hey, we reached out to the company. We talked about it. We had some correspondence on it. And they at least attempted to make it right by either sending something or sending a coupon or sending, a partial refund, something, right? Something happened there. The other thing that I want to talk about is maybe a 4 where, gosh, we got so close to getting it done correctly, but in the end, it just wasn't right. Or maybe the person that you were talking to was poo-poo. You don't ever know. What their day was like, but at least they tried, right? So let's talk a little bit about those companies, right? Let's start off with, like I talked about McFarlane. So what did I give McFarlane? A 1. Last time I tried to contact them, my email and my calls went into a black hole. And I hope McFarlane's watching this. Nobody reached back out to me. Nobody cared. The best thing that I got was I called Walmart and they said, just bring it in and we'll refund you. But Toddy Mac didn't give a flippity flap about about Kyle Peterson's broke figure, about my broken knee. He just doesn't give a darn, for lack of a more spicy word. The other company, from what my experience was Hasbro. Now, I've had several dealings with Hasbro. To their credit and to their discredit, every time I reach out, I get a response. They have me go through this entire ordeal with them, take a picture of his left pinky toe, and then identify a birthmark on the back of his ear. Make sure to get the action figure's fingerprint, and then please also take a biopsy of his front forehead. Send that all in, and then we'll take a look at it, and we'll send you the wrong figure. I think last time, when Dusty had first come out and his joint was to his bicep was just popping out all the time. I sent a picture of it to, along with all the other 10,000 different things they asked for, and they sent me back a Tomax. Come on, man. You didn't even send me the right figure. They're like, well, it's what we had on hand. I wonder why. Anyways, at least they tried, right? They gave it a shot, but I have never, ever, ever successfully filled out to my satisfaction a transaction for customer service with Hasbro. It's never happened. Never happened. They always give me a chintzy, they never offer me my money back, but what they do is send me a crappy equivalent figure from the line. So thanks a lot, but thanks for playing, but it didn't work out. So The other company I want to talk about was, we just did a review of them, is GRIDIRON. Once or twice, actually twice, and it was actually with the heavy, this guy right here. Let me bring him out real quick. Wake up, Crims. This guy, Thor, wake up. This guy right here. Very expensive, very heavy guy. His treads broke. And I actually emailed GRIDIRON, and they promptly sent me a replacement for the treads. And they're always, I've actually contacted them for a couple other things, and they've always been very responsive, and they've sent me the correct freaking item. I don't understand why it's so hard, everybody else. It's such a little mom and pop shop, and then they still take time to send me the right doggone things. Or make it right. So GRIDIRON, from 1 to 5, 5 being the greatest, they do the right thing and they sent me the right stuff. Number 5. Now, I don't expect, what I expect to get a 5 from these companies is you make it right, you either refund me the money or you send me the right thing. Either one of those is fine, because I would like to have what I paid for, right? And if I don't get what I paid for, you've broken that social contract. I either need my money back or you need to send me the correct thing, and we're good. That's all I expect. I expect a decent up and up transaction from you. So GRIDIRON gets a 5. Great work. Thank you so much. A little pricey, but they do the right thing. Now we'll talk about VALAVERSE. Oh, VALAVERSE. Many things have been said about that company. But one thing I will never say about that company is that they don't do me right. VALAVERSE does me right every time. So I've dealt with them twice through their customer service portal. Y'all thought I was going to say something bad about them, didn't I? Didn't you? So, no, I've dealt with them, their customer service twice. And what VALAVERSE has done for me, I had one figure whose arm snapped, not arm, but the fist part snapped, and then another one whose hip joint snapped. And true to Bobby's promise to us, now I don't take advantage of that, and I hope none of you guys are either, because we formed a good trust with that company, and I expect us all as collectors and as decent human beings to be on the up and up when we ask for these things. When we ask for support from Bobby and his company. Even though the figure was older than 6 months, Bobby Vala's company, VALAVERSE, said, look, the figure's out of warranty, but we never leave our customers in the dust, and we don't like it when that happens to you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to send you a replacement for it. Thank you so much for being a valued customer. That's 5 stars, man. That's all I wanted from these companies. Make it right or send me the refund. So VALAVERSE gets 5 stars for doing the right thing and, sending me the correct part that I needed or the thing that I bought. Yeah, things have a half-life, but even though the warranty was out, a little company like VALAVERSE, I say little, so, comparatively speaking to like HASBRO or MATTEL or some of the bigger guys, they still do the right thing. Now, how do the little companies do the right thing and the big companies just don't give a darn about you? Think about that. Think about that. Think about that the next time you give your money to people, how they're going to support you or how they're going to treat you. So anyways, there is one company, though, that has done me right a few times, and it is a bigger company, and that's Hot Toys. I don't know what y'all's experience was, but my experience with Hot Toys has always been positive. Once, because they screwed up on something that should have come with the figure, they actually gave me they actually sent me the part that was incorrect, and they gave me free shipping for 2 other purchases in the future. So I thought that was fantastic. So no shipping on some of those things that I was ordering. So that was really cool of them to do that. And they sent me the right part. So 5 stars for Hot Toys. The other company I want to talk about, now these aren't just Disney. I call Disney. Now, here's an odd one. I'm giving Disney a 4. And the reason I'm giving Disney a 4 is because, and I don't know how many people know this, but when you go to Disney and you stay at one of their hotels, you can buy as much of their crap as you like and then go down to the little gift shop that they have, and they'll take your treasures, otherwise known as crap. Just kidding. All your stuff that you bought there that means so much to you. They'll box it up and they'll send it home. Well, I trusted them to do that, and guess what they did? They lost half of it. I called Disney back and I said, hey, where's my stuff? They said, well, just give it a month. And if you don't get it, then call us back. Well, guess what? A month went by. I didn't get it. I called them back and they said, all right, well, let's go through all your receipts. Went back and forth. So it took 2.5 months for them to send me, and I'll tell you this right now, their representatives were having the worst time of their lives. And they let me know it. They were not happy, and they let me know it through their attitudes and through the way they talked to me. They were not joyful people sending me this stuff back. I don't know what their problem was, but I give them a 4 because, number one, they did get me the right stuff. They went through all of it and they sent me the correct stuff, but they did it begrudgingly and they did it angrily. If I can, so that's why they get a point taken off. You don't have to like me, but you have to make my transaction right. So for that, Disney, you get a 4. You did the right thing, but your attitude was poop. And then we get to BBTS. It's kind of I don't know what I've had a couple of experiences with Big Bad, and it's been such a mixed bag with those guys, right? And the experience I had with them is that they had a figure in stock. Now, you guys are going to call this trivial, but to me, it's an important thing. And I don't know how this happened. They had a figure in stock, and yet my figure that I'd pre-ordered 5 months earlier had not shipped. And I called them on it, and I said, what is happening? Why is it in stock and then my thing isn't shipping? I did notice that the thing that was in stock was selling for more than I had bought it for. So the thing that bothered me was Big Bad trying to sell the stock that they had, knowing they had more stock coming in, to see if they could get a higher profit margin from that. I don't know. Maybe. Look at this. I'm going to have to go. You guys saw, now the magic behind the scenes is gone. So anyways, to me, that you should have honored the people that pre-ordered first. Anyways, I never knew what happened. He said, oh, look at that. How odd. And then they sent it to me. So, any interaction I've had with Big Bad, they usually make it right. But that one interaction was just weird. I don't know what that was about. So far, Big Bad has stayed at a 5 because they have been courteous. They have made it right. But it was just an odd interaction. So I can't ding them if they did the right thing and made it right. So, then again, it might be me just being paranoid because I think that people are always trying to, scam us. Oh, and one more thing, one more company, NECA. You thought I was going to let you off the hook? They were less than nice, cordial to me when I asked them, hey, I've bought this city diorama. Is there any way, because Big Bad had sold me this diorama, and Big Bad doesn't take back anything that's been opened. I think that's how it is. You guys can fix it. I remember dealing with Big Bad a couple days ago, and their policy is up front, if you open it, you get to keep it. We don't want it back. And I buy my things there with that understanding, right? So that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's in the policy. I'll look it up and I'll put it over here somewhere if that's what it is. But anyways, I called NECA and said, hey, I've got the wrong, whoever put this part of the diorama, the second flooring of the diorama, they had put the pins in the wrong space, so I couldn't get the support struts in. So I called NECA and I said, hey guys, is there any way you could send me this particular part? The guy laughs at me. He says, no, we're not going to send you any parts or anything. You have to take that back to whoever sold it to you. We don't keep extra parts here. He didn't even say sorry. He didn't say anything. He just, it is what it is. So that wasn't very cool. And then on top of that, like many of you, I got the email about the turtle van, the much awaited turtle van. I'm almost to the point where I don't care. I just don't care about that van anymore. If it continues this way with NECA, I may be done with them. I hate to say that because they do a lot of really great stuff. But they seem to be doing things that are kind of dumb. Just mean-spirited and dumb. So anyways, I haven't given up on them yet because, I like some of the things that they do. And for the most part, I remember their owner was doing the best that he could to try and make things right. But they seem to be going on a different direction now. And I mean, I don't need their plastic to stay alive. There's plenty other things to collect. I could shift all that money that I'm spending in NECA to some other, independent toy line, like that dinosaur line that just came out, Savage Crucible. Maybe I'll start diverting all my NECA money over that way and just, forget about the NECA stuff. I mean, I don't need it. I've got the turtles that I wanted from, and I'm pretty much done. Unless they get a license to, I don't know, Big Trouble in Little China or something. I don't know. But anyways, let me know in the comments below if your interactions with NECA customer support have been equally as bad. But I don't know. What I'd like to know from you guys is, what has your experience been with a couple of other companies that I haven't had to deal with? Is like Mezco. Has anyone tried to deal with trying to get a replacement part or get a replacement figure from Mezco? I don't know. Mattel. I've never had to deal really with Mattel. Has anyone tried to get replacement parts from them? See if they're any good. How about Mythic Legions, Four Horsemen? Has anyone dealt with the Four Horsemen? They're a smaller company, so my thought is, and following the trend, that smaller companies care more. And bigger companies just don't give a darn. They just don't care. They don't. You're just a number, and shut up and give us your money. Little companies want your money too, but it seems like they just care way more than the larger guys. It's rare to find the larger guys that care. Like I said, I think the only one that super cared, and it was a larger one, was Hot Toys, and I don't even think they're that big. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, what's your experience with different companies? Have you had a great experience consistently with the company? Have you had terrible experience with the company consistently? Let me know in the comments below. I think that I've been ruminating, noodling this particular subject for a while now, and this is what it's been for me. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Like to discuss that. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, we'll keep rolling these out.